Hey guys, welcome back to SV Basic. The sun is peeking out, so we are taking full advantage and working outside today. Teal already has a head start on me because, well, that's just how he is. And we have a lot of things cooking because, you know, we're just here and we just try to work on what we can. One of the things that I don't know if you guys know about us is in regards to our projects, we always try to tackle the ugliest part of our boat every single time. And right now, that is our boom. This ugly piece of needs to go. And so Teal is working on trying to figure out how he's going to remove this safely without ruining anything else.
It's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be easy. Yeah. And look, it's sunny and there's no wind. I shouldn't say that too loud because I feel like every time I do, the wind picks up and the clouds come in and it starts downpouring. Last night we had a huge hailstorm. So,
Well,
what are you doing?
I think I have a game plan. I'm gonna start by dropping the lazy jack. Remove that and tie it back, get it out of the way. Once that's off, I'll be able to lower the topping lift enough that I could get the main sheet, traveler off, all that ugly line, and those triple blocks back there. I'll remove all that. Once it's removed, I'll be able to lower the boom down and block it back in place here. Next thing I'll have to do is put some padding on the deck here, because once that goose pin comes out, it's going to drop down to the deck. I'll lower it to the deck and we'll be able to just carry it off, set it on the dock. That's the game plan. I think it should go pretty easy. Once it's on the dock, I'll be able to strip all of this hardware off. I don't think we're going to use any of this hardware, but it's probably going to be useful for someone, so I don't want to just throw it away. The rest of this boom, going to the recycling. So let's get busy. All this line needs to be replaced, so this is the easiest way to remove this lazy jack. Just cut it off here. I don't know why this feels so good. Okay, it's running pretty smooth so far. Look at this monster. Yeah, get a close-up of this. This is crazy. These just about wore through. Look at this. That's amazing. It's broken. Okay, release the topping lift and just slowly drop it down. Leave it right there.
This is so awesome!
Okay, when I tap this gooseneck pin out, it'll be free, okay? Okay, let's set it straight down. Okay, make sure it doesn't rotate. And dig it.
I gotta let it out a little bit more. You wanna hold this?
Yep. Go ahead and release all the pressure on the topping lift. Yeah, perfect.
More?
A little bit more, yeah. Okay, right there.
Okay.
Okay, now you spot it here, and I'm gonna go release the topping lift. Then we'll just carry it out of here. Oh, feels good to get this old line off the boat. It was just an eyesore. And these blocks, boy, they have seen their day. Look at some of this hardware. Some of it, I don't know if you can see that. Let me hold this up. Look at that. It almost wore through. Every one of them has major wear on it. It's good to get all this upgraded, and gonna get a little bit beefier hardware on some of these areas where I see where there's wear. This has got to be 20 plus years old to get that much wear on there. It's crazy. Look at this main sheet traveler. All this is going to be replaced. Every one of these has failed. Tons of wear. Bearings are old and shot. This entire traveler is coming off. It's going to be pretty tricky too. It's a 10-foot traveler, and it's through bolted into this bracket. It's going to be major to trying to pull this whole thing off, but it'll be a fun one. I'll have to get real creative with looks like a wrench on a 8-foot stick ought to do it. That way I could remove them from the top and work them out from the inside. Getting the new one on though is going to be even harder. Now with that boom off, next thing I want to do is remove this traveler. It's in rough condition. We knew we need to replace this. It's a nice thing, nice and easy to remove this. Now before you slide this off, I've learned my lesson. Be prepared, because 1,000 little balls, they fly everywhere. It's like a game. Oh! I think I lost 3. It's okay, I'm not reusing them. The next thing we need to do is get this gooseneck bracket off the mast. These are just massive stainless rivets on here, so I'll have to use a cobalt bit to drill those out. We'll see how this goes.
You ready?
I'm ready. Do not fall.
Nice.
Easy. Okay, got them all drilled out. Hopefully this will just pop right off here. It's wiggling.
Look, it pulled out.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh!
Jeez. Okay, go ahead and well, I didn't anticipate that. This track slid down as I removed that gooseneck bracket, and it was heavy. Got away from me, came down pretty quick, but we figured it out. There's 2 little set screws right in here that have backer plates on it. When you put pressure on those, it puts pressure on this. It's the only thing holding this entire track up. The track is slid into the groove in this mast. Once we figured it out, pretty easy fix. I slid it back into position, tightened it up, and now I'll have some clearance here to start prepping this mast for that new boom when it gets here. But for now, this weather's looks like it's going away quick. I see rain on the horizon, winds are picking up. Forecast is to be storming all night, so I think I'll button things up out here, hit this thing first thing in the morning. We're gonna have a couple days of nice weather coming up, and I want to get this all prepared before that boom gets here. Boy, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday that weather system came in and it rained pretty good last night. Wind picked up, but today it all calmed down and we have beautiful weather. Just absolutely beautiful. Oh, what's this?
It's a celebratory drink. We have to toast. We have big news.
We do have some big news. Boy, it's been a good week for us. And let's go into some detail. Where did it all start?
Well, you guys know that we have been researching and getting bids on new booms from various spar manufacturers. And we've been getting them in. So,
ooh, that's good.
So we have made a decision.
We collected a few different ones. We won't go into detail of what manufacturers we went with.
Because it just changes. I mean, it's different varying degrees of
right, and there's
styles
I mean, there's hundreds of them around the world, but shipping the boom to us that's where we've figured out that's where the money could be. You know, most of the bids came back in around the $6,000 to $9,000 range, but the logistics of getting a 16-foot stick to you across the country or halfway around the world, that's where the cost really kind of could stack up quick.
Well, not only that though, I mean,
and timeline,
yes. You know, I mean, because it would be a new boom, you know, it ranges between 6 weeks, they said,
up to 6 months. Yeah, to 6 months.
And in light of, you know, our current situation, it could even go further because some of these manufacturers are overseas. So we don't know what the shipping is for that or the timeline for that matter.
But an interesting story.
Yes.
You know, as we were searching out different spar manufacturers, we wanted to get a price from Selden. We went online to find the local Selden rep. Selden's a huge company and there's reps all over the world. Turns out the Selden rep is right up the river here in Portland at Schooner Creek. And
I remember that we got a message from the head rigger there who just said, hey, watch your video, and if you guys ever need anything or any assistance, just contact us. So we shot him an email or actually a call, and he called right back, and you know, he says definitely they can get us a quote for a new boom, but they also happen to have something in their inventory.
Right.
That
they had a few booms on the floor, but one of them was a project from a few years ago. It's a brand new boom, never installed, off of a Tiana 48, and it was longer than we needed, but you know, I gotta hand it to Schooner Creek. They reached out to us and gave us such an incredible offer on this that we could not turn it down. Lead time was instant.
It was a day.
They were able to...
From the time that we got the measurements to them, to the time they cut it down and fit it for our size boat, it was in 24 hours.
Right. And then everything just kind of steamrolled from there.
Yeah.
It was, you know, they were able to jump right on it, modify it for our rig. This is the... I'm telling you, this boom, that's why we're having a little celebration today. The stars aligned for us on this one.
It really did. It was kind of like the same thing when we met John, you know, and had him look at our rigging. Everything just kind of fell into place. It just felt right. And Teal's brother happens to live near Portland and was able to run it over to us.
So we did not anticipate this happening this fast. We were able to get the boom. My brother, thank you, Troy, he brought it out to us last night.
In the rain.
In the rain.
You can't tell right now because it's so nice right now.
But yeah, in the rain, we got the boom delivered. It's on the boat, and
we cannot wait to show it to you guys because we're going to get this installed. It's going to be, the weather calls for a few nice
kind of off and on nice days, but it looks like we're going to have a couple at least in the next week.
And we got our old boom off, and it actually, you know, it's gone to a good home.
Let's stop right there and cheers because I'm smiling. Everything is just going our way this week, and we could not be happier.
So that means our main will go back up.
Yes, we will have our mainsail, finally. Oh. With all that said, let's walk to the bow of the boat and take a look at this new beauty. I am so happy with this new boom. Okay, here it is, our new Selden spar. Just beefy. Love it, absolutely love it. Look at this gooseneck. I will never worry, ever, that this will fail. Everything just looks brand new. This boom is set up with, look at this, we have 3 clutches here, 1 for each of the internal reefs. There's 3 internal reefs and 1 outhaul. There's messengers tied to the reef points right now, and we'll get those set up once the mainsail is installed. Our main that we have right now has 2 reef points, but our new main will have 3. Let's fly over this, take a look at this. Okay, everything has been modified to fit our boat. This originally was a 19-foot spar, and it was modified and cut down to 16. Looking through this, I can't find one blemish. Everything just looks brand new. I am tickled. This is just going to work out perfectly. So we would like to thank Schooner Creek for selling us this boom, including the labor to modify to fit our rig, and for what we feel is a very fair price. And bonus, we're in the state of Oregon, no sales tax. So this spar brings me incredible happiness. Definitely upgrade from our last boom. It has everything we need. It's sturdy, it's new, and it's gonna be a great addition to our boat. This is gonna drive SV Basic easily for the next 25 years. I'm excited to get going on this phase of the project, and that's what I'm gonna do next, is get this boom installed, get all the hardware and the lines rigged, and get that mainsail up. I can't wait, and the weather's coming.
I told you we had exciting news to share. My parents are acting like kids. They're so happy. I'm happy too, but much cooler about it. Anyways, guys, if you like this episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Big thanks to our patrons for keeping our secret. Can't wait to do that private chat with you soon. Come back next week to see if my dad puts up the boom. See you then!